How does this compare to that?
I don't know. They're all different type of honors. The banner was special because my teammates were on the court with me. So if I had to choose one of the two, I would choose the banner because it was shared with guys that had made it possible for me to accomplish what I did at Arkansas.
How was the ceremony in Kansas City? Was it kind of everything you thought it'd be? Or?
Oh, wow, that was off the hook. It was just first class and brought just exposure again to the program in Arkansas State. Got to see Otis Birdsong and tease them about us beating Houston 92-40, whatever we beat them by. And
47.
47, yes. But it was a good ceremony. As tonight was a great honor to be back here and representing the University of Arkansas. And this environment was really special.
Have you been able to see Coach Sutton recently at all? Or?
I have a trip, Ron, Marvin, and myself, we have a trip scheduled tomorrow morning to see Coach Sutton, and we're looking forward to seeing him.
Just what would you say about Coach Sutton's legacy? What he meant to the program, what he meant to you?
Well, he set a standard. Of course, Nolan continued the standard and is still here, but the standard of excellence, competition. I always like to say the thing I loved about our teams was we competed like they're competing in the first half. We went out there every ball game, and we didn't have many bad nights where we didn't compete. And that was mostly because of Coach Sutton. That was his minimum standard, was effort. And then sharing the basketball, being disciplined, making the right play. Those were all principles that he instilled in us as players, and it made a tremendous difference throughout the years here at Arkansas.
What kind of impact do you think he had on the program, on the state? Because obviously when he came here, basketball wasn't a big deal.
No, basketball was not a big deal. It was football was, and football still is a big deal. But Coach Sutton had the vision and foresight, and he knew that basketball, you can turn a basketball team around with 2 or 3 talented players very quickly, where football, it takes a little bit more than that. And he focused on getting the right players in the program. He was patient, where he didn't rush recruiting players that wouldn't fit his style. He was lucky to get Ron, Marvin, and myself in at the same time. And from that, he just created a beautiful program here.
What do you think made him a great coach?
He had clear principles and standards. I mean, to me, everything starts with your standard. You have to have a certain way you want players to perform on and off the basketball court, and talent. He understood talent. Coach Foster and Coach Dean Cady, they went out and they recruited guys that could flat out play basketball, and he realized you can't win games if you don't have players that can get it done. And he was able to get players, he was able to keep his standards very high, and he had us buy into. We didn't have a choice back then. You didn't have a choice if you bought into a program or not. We bought into his philosophy, and we were able to be very successful.
What's it mean to be able to put Hall of Fame by your name?
I have Hall of Fame in front of my name. Just
Well,
kidding.
yeah, I mean, yeah, Hall of Famer Sidney Moncrief.
Right,
What's
right.
that? I mean, what's that mean?
It's an honor. I think as you get older, obviously it means more. I never really thought a lot about the Hall of Fame when I played, and certainly even after I finished playing, it was never something I really thought about. As you get older, you become less relevant, and you sometimes you need something to remind you that you were an impact player back when you played. And being I'm in the Arkansas Hall of Fame, the Wisconsin Hall of Fame, the High School Basketball Hall of Fame. So I'm in a number of Hall of Fames, but what we accomplished at Arkansas and being in the Men's College Basketball Hall of Fame, that means a lot, because I just felt that my 4 years here, I didn't do it by myself, but in 4 years, if you look at our record and what we accomplished and how we did what we did, it's pretty amazing. And so it makes me feel very good. Individually, and I hate to say this, collectively, it makes me feel good at what we accomplished those 4 years.
With today's players, can you coach as hard as Eddie did? I mean, do you feel they can?
Yes. I think if you recruit as hard, if you get the right players to buy into what you're doing, you can coach as hard. Of course, the regulations won't allow you to practice as long as we practice, but you can certainly coach as hard with these players today.
What are the biggest differences you see in today's game from when you played?
The three-point line. To me, that's the biggest difference. Is now the game is played more on the perimeter. It used to be it was played inside out, and now it's played outside in, and that's a big difference in today's game. I think the players' athletic ability certainly is a little bit higher. Their basketball IQ is lower. They don't process a game of basketball the same because they play so many games. They played AAU basketball in the summertime, and they didn't really have we had a lot of coaching, and it was only during the season. We didn't have summer basketball programs, and we didn't pick up bad habits because of that. So I think our basketball IQ certainly is higher because of the way we grew up playing. It's not that we were any smarter, it's just the way we were conditioned. And their athletic ability is a lot better than our athletic ability.
What did you think watching Gafford that first half? What do you think of his game?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I like the fact in the NBA. I coached in the NBA. We like to say we love players that finish. You have to finish shots in the paint, and he did that very well the first half. I thought he played very strong in taking contact, rebounding. Probably need to get a little stronger in that area because if you're a 7-footer, you need to be able to rebound on the defensive end as well as the offensive end. But overall, I was very impressed with how he played the first half.